too. There's guards present at most nights, either outside her door or beside her bed.
We do not have guards. We're not that. She is well off, but not well off. There's the local sheriff, of course, and the Countess provides her men-at-arms, but the soldiers that the Countess hired, they used to patrol around town, but they don't anymore. Most of them just spend most of their days patrolling the roads, from what I understand. They're hanging out at that lodge.
Then we may thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. I will tend to her now. Is there anything else that you need of me?
I don't think so. Thank you very
We
much.
have much to discuss.
Very well. Thank you. You are welcome here anytime.
Thank you kindly, sir. Appreciate it.
You brought up the lodge again. I think that our two most pressing points of interest are the lodge or this house. Something is happening here. The lodge leads us to Toulon, but now we have yet another monster mystery on our hands with whatever's happening to the burgomaster.
It may be connected to this organ, although the lodge seemed to have the followers of Cormac.
Yes.
Two parties may be at odds.
Well then, again, the Cormac folk may be of allies to us. I'm keen to meet this Steel Fang fella.
I don't know if I'd be counting them as allies quite yet. Heard some information about that bunch that I'm sure will put us at odds with them.
I mean, they may be a little intense with their devotion to old gods, but I don't see that as a reason to be upset.
Trustworthiness is what it comes down to. And I don't trust them one bit based on what I heard.
What did you hear?
Yes, you said you had gossip.
Gossip is right. I mean, Mrs. Fassbender upstairs, I mean, she was talking about when all this happened in terms of her sickness, and it was not too long after the war that she found herself ill. She was talking a little bit about the history of this area, which, I mean, heard a little bit about this headless horseman, but talks a little bit about some disagreement between Manfred and his sister Cecilia, and some wedding that happened that she was invited to that she didn't go at, where there was some sort of massacre, some sort of happening there. And she said that those Steel Fangs, that group, they were the ones who were guarding the place, and they're still around here. I don't know what's going on, but how could...
What do you mean they were guarding?
They were the ones responsible for security, supposedly, at this event that happened. So some tragedy that happened not too long ago, and they're still around, and they're the ones guarding, and things are happening to people around here. I don't trust it one bit.
So you think these are the ones that work for the Countess?
These are the ones that work for the Countess.
And they Steel Fang, that Ricard Steel Fang, he must be their leader. He's the one at the lodge, the one that devotes himself to
Druid Craig lead us that way?
And so the company responsible for guarding the castle during these past events are now residing in the Kesselwald Lodge.
That's what it seems like.
Interesting.
It just seems that we should steer clear of maybe both of these parties. This Steelfang is not to be trusted. By extension, this Cormac and this Morgan, this fight that's happening. It may be best that we do not involve ourselves with either party, but conduct our own comings and goings. These may not be like our ability to manipulate or persuade the paladins. This is something.
This isn't a matter for persuasion. No.
They respond by different means, perhaps.
We should do what we must.
Well, this just gets more and more complicated, doesn't it? I do still think that there is reason to check out the lodge eventually. We may want to pay them a visit and see what we can discover from them.
Yes,
They have a lot to answer for around this area, but I mean, at least we can ask them about why they're not doing anything about Dulon, as they are hired to do and protect.
yeah, they are followers of this Cormac. Something, whatever it is.
I'm surprised they're not hunting down this headless horseman, this ghost, but they seem to be, leaning back and waiting for somebody else to fix the troubles happening in their area.
Or maybe they have their hand in a responsibility for it. That is yet to be discovered. But we wouldn't rule it out, and I would take into account Rule 5, never turn your back on a foe. If we do go to investigate the lodge at any point, be wary, for the trail is on us. I would be cautious as we venture forward. For we don't know who we're dealing with yet. We don't know who is on our side or who is against us, and it is best that we stick to ourselves. And as we discover the truths, we will learn that it's only the three of us that we trust.
Well, the guard is up. I'm gonna ask you, how do you feel about this? Well, can he be trusted?
Not yet. I would like to believe him. But I think that if we are to spend the night on the premises of this house, that we do not divulge that information to him and do it in secret. For deceit is all around us, betrayal is all around us. For all I know, he could be a scout. He could be the cause. Or it could just be a bystander. But
If you suspect him, I will dive into his mind and pry out what remains of his consciousness.
Wrath, for the time being, I want you to do that to anybody you can in this town. say, under the bed or in a closet or behind the curtains, I don't know, then it seems less suspicious with Wrath as the butler ruffling about. I then take the position in the room and remain as quiet as possible for the night. It will be a very long night of standing completely still, but so be it. Wrath then leaves and guards outside of the room. Rudy, you take the perimeter around the house with the two familiars on top of the roof. But Rudy, you need to also remain somewhere where you can observe, but we do not want anything to be suspicious. So we all need to hide, but keep a watch.
Yes, and it may work that we may not be able to use the invisibility, but I like everything else. It does not take much time for it to vanish.
The invisibility is simply to get in and into a position where the invisibility can then disappear, and I am no longer of concern because the lady of the house did not see me enter the room. I just keep watch. If she has night terrors and falls out of bed, then so be it. It might be awkward in the morning when I emerge from my hiding spot and probably scare her half to death. But we're worried with what's more important.
Maybe instead of I appreciate the ability to flex my skills, although I would love to be able to turn you invisible after we fight this creature. What if we enter the room and you sneak under her bed? Just sneak under her bed. Just very simply crawl under her bed.
If you draw attention away from the door, I might be able to crawl.
Or I can move you. Monty, can I put Wilhelm in the bag of holding? Get inside the room and put the bag of holding down on its side, and he could crawl out.
So you want to put Wilhelm in the bag of holding? Okay.
I got
lead me through. Walk me through this.
So Wilhelm gets in the bag of holding. Okay. I'm the butler. We infiltrate the house. I go into her room. I go, everything's okay. I put the bag of holding down on its side at the foot of the bed. Wilhelm crawls out and underneath the bed.
I don't see why.
So reduce him and make him like half the size, so he's a bit smaller. I don't know if that adds to it.
That really adds to it.
I'm opening the bag of holding and looking inside, and I'm just
careful. There is many concoctions that we've accumulated.
And you're going to cram me in there with all of your concoctions. Okay.
Space.
I mean, I could also Misty step under the bed. Would that work? Yeah.
I mean, if Rudy and I switch spots, then Rudy could just Misty step.
Behind the curtains or something.
Okay, so I assume at this point you guys have left the manor because you guys have been plotting for a while, and I'm granting you the benefit that you're not plotting all this in front of the butler.
Okay, that's fair.
So,
that's fair.
So I'm assuming that you've left the manor at this stage and are now making camp outside town, planning these things.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So the question is, do you want to try this tonight? And okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we've got a pretty good plan.
Yeah.
All right. So your plan is after dark you're going to break into the house.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
Either you two or Wrath and me. Two
I
of
can
them.
pick locks.
I'm gonna disguise myself as the butler, and when I know the butler's asleep, I'm going to let Wilhelm or Rudy into the room.
Okay. So you are going, and so Wilhelm's gonna you're gonna try breaking in the front door, getting all of you in, and then
One of us will stay outside, and Wrath will turn into the butler and go to check the room with the other one of us. That way we have somebody inside the house, somebody inside the room, and somebody outside, all observing for the night.
Without the butler's knowledge.
I feel like we need to take this onto the tabletop to really figure out how you want to how exactly you want to do this.
And who wants to go inside?
You guys have been in the ground level of the manor before, okay? So you know there's the ground level, the main level, and then the attic, okay? And you know there's the basement as well, okay? So what I'll just show you here, and I'll just have to grab your tokens in a moment. Just make sure I'm on the right page here. So this is, from your best recollection, this is the layout of the ground floor of the manor. Okay, so with regards to that, this is the basic layout there. Okay, so you've got the front foyer where you came in, and then there is the main meeting room where you met with her, where she was swaddled up, the study, the dining room, the sitting room, and all that. So and then there's the stairs leading up to the upper level and the secondary level. So you can see there's a lot of windows and there's a lot of different entrances into the manor. The only person that you saw was otherwise in the house was the butler, who had his quarters in the room above the kitchen.
Do we try to unlock the front door, or do we go in through a window opposite the kitchen, as far away from the kitchen as possible? That way we're on the opposite side of the house of where the butler is sleeping.
And she sleeps upstairs, right?
Yes, on the second level.
I would say go for a window upstairs.
Fair. Like one of these?
Yeah.
I think we should all be in the house. Maybe one person in the attic, one person in the room, and one person in the
Cool. And you are okay. So what time would you like to attempt breaking into the house?
Actually, before we do this, one last question. How big were the holes in the ceiling in the attic?
They were, they were like cracks.
Okay, so I can't fit it. Okay.
Yeah.
We wait until the last light is put out.
Okay.
Yeah, we just wait till it's like settled.
Okay. And each of you can roll me a d6.
Got a 6.
1.
Okay. Okay.
That's 2.
Very well. Shortly after the sun goes down, it is difficult to tell if any light remains on inside the house because the curtains are drawn and the windows are all closed. The evening, so the sun goes down or shortly after, say, 8 p.m. What will you do?
I can sneak up and try to peer through any, are there any windows that have, even a crack or something to peer through?
You scan around the windows on the ground floor. I'm just going to get your tokens for y'all.
Yeah.
These tokens are in no particular order, so that's okay. So place yourselves wherever you want to go, basically.
I think I was getting off Rudy that we wanted to be up north.
Yeah.
Break in near the stairs. Right?
Okay.
Rudy, is that what you're saying?
Okay. So the windows are all closed, and if you recall correctly, there are iron bars through all the windows.
I do not recall correctly until this moment. I grabbed the, the bar.
Oh man.
Oh, that will prove difficult. I hold up my thieves' tools and I'm like, I don't know about this.
The bars are roughly 2 inches apart.
Wrath, can you fit through 2 inches? You were like, it was only a few weeks ago that you had no bones, right? Have they grown back?
I've regrettably healed for glory.
I liked you better when you were boneless.
What's better than being spineless? So a shot at you just in general.
Good.
Alright. I mean, can Bruce open doors?
Bruce has many talents. He sees into the cosmos. He can bend time and space. He cannot open doors.
Can you,
I can open
Bruce's
doors.
mind open doors?
I can open doors. It's literally something I've been practicing for years.
Yeah, we gotta use a door. We gotta use
Is there
a
a door right here?
Is there a door right there?
Yeah.
Right over there is going to be. Let me just point them out for you, because sorry, my map makes it a little bit easier to see exactly where they is. Yeah, so that is the back door over there by the lavatory. So that is an entrance into the house.
Alright, before we do this, we need to go to the washroom and we're right there.
I mean, after we do this, because I gotta,
Get her done before you have to wait all night.
it's right in there.
I'm going to get to work with my thieves' tools.
Okay. Give me a thieves tools check.
Alright. But I have,
Actually, maybe Misty stepped through a window.
You have to have line of sight to your destination.
And I'm assuming all the windows are covered.
got a 26.
You deftly open the lock on the first try.
It was unlocked this whole time. We did not need you, Wilhelm.
No, I did a really good job, Wrath.
That's what they always say.
And I'm going to nudge the door open.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Stealth. Cool. That's my dice are doing me favors tonight. That's going to be a 28.
The door glides open. Like as you open the door, you're like, it's gonna creak. So you lift it just slightly, and it just doesn't even creak as you slide it open.
And I turn to the other two and I do the finger on the lips and I point at Rudy.
So you are right before. So here's what you know. Okay, the stairwell that is here, and will probably pass by the butler's bedroom.
But the other stairway also leads upstairs, further away from the butler's bedroom. Yes.
Correct. Yes.
I'm going to very cautiously, and like the floors are made of wood, I'm assuming.
Yes, they're fine hardwood floors with carpets.
So specifically, I'm going to move along the outside, and I point at the other two. I do like the watch, and I point at my feet, and I'm going to move along the outside. In my experience, creaky floors happen more towards the middle, where they are frequented, whereas the outside is a little bit more sturdy. So I'm going to try to move along the outside of the walls, pressing up against them, and make my way towards the other staircase.
Okay. You move through the building. Is anyone moving with you?
I follow behind with Bruce heading towards those stairs.
Okay.
And
Make a stealth check.
Both of us, or am I good?
You're good for now.
I get a 15. Sorry, 14.
Does
Okay.
my advice to them help the stealth check at all? Or no? Okay. Just thought I'd try.
Okay.
And Bruce is just sort of fluttering behind me.
Okay. Bruce flutters behind you. Rudy, what are you gonna do?
And I'm gonna look at Rudy as I'm walking in, and I give her the eyes, and I'm gonna say in your mind, do you want to come in, or do you want to wait outside?
And I gesture like, yeah, I'll come in. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to, instead of coming in on my feet, because I feel like the more pressure you put in, I'm literally gonna crawl on my hands and knees, like kind of testing out the floor in front of me. So I'm like
Okay.
crawling.
So you're gonna
in.
crawl? Okay. So I will give you advantage on your stealth check.
Yeah. Okay. That's good thing. 23.
Nice.
Okay. I will. So you crawl into the manor house. You are able to make your way up. The group of you make your way up without causing a creak in the floor to the staircase and up the stairs. That's where you'd like to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which stairs are we going up?
The ones further away from the butler.
Oh yeah, these ones, right?
I say in Wilhelm's head, I will send Bruce to the attic to watch the entrance.
Have him, I reply in your head, have him stay hidden. Even a cat could scare a bat away.
Okay. You head up to the second floor, where you know that the butler's room is here, and then the master bedchamber is here.
And where's the attic?
To get to the
Oh no.
Whoops.
Maybe,
We don't need to be in the attic.
yeah, maybe just Bruce and Houdini
Okay.
can go to
Where
the
would
attic.
you? Okay. Where would you all like to go?
Am I getting in this bag?
Yeah.
Are
In
you?
fact, you probably should have planted the bag a while ago.
No, there's no air in the bag. I need to hold my breath, so I'm waiting until a good time. Are you ready, Raph?
Yes.
Correct.
I'm wondering, should I go? Do we know if there's anybody in this room beside her? And that way I'll be close, but out of the way, just in case the butler wakes up.
Check it out if you can.
All right, before I get in the bag, I go up to this other spare room, and I very slowly try the doorknob.
Okay. It's not locked. It opens up to a finely appointed bedroom with a balcony. One of the windows out to the balcony, you wouldn't have been able to see it from the ground floor, but one of the windows out to the balcony, there's a crack that the window is open. Like the windows lift, and so from the ground you wouldn't be able to see this because you wouldn't have line of sight to where these windows are from the ground. But it's just open a hair.
I immediately look to the floor to see if there's is this room also immaculate? Is there no sign of? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to signal Rudy over.
Okay.
I crawl
Okay.
to you.
Rudy crawls over.
I-
Funny sight.
I'm going to whisper as she crawls up to me. Listen, there's a chance that if there is something coming in and out, it may be using this room. So when you get in there, I want you to hide and see if anything comes through. But this is a great spot, I think, for us to scout.
Okay. And Wrath, where are you going to go?
Under the bed.
So I am going to first get Wilhelm into the room. And then I'm gonna hide in the this adjacent room. This looks like some kind of. And where's my? I want to do this one right there.
Okay. And with that, you can all roll a d6.
5.
3.
4.
Okay. Okay.
I get into a bag of holding.
Okay.
This is an unpleasant experience.
You get into the bag of holding.
I go up to the door and I open it to her chamber. What's your name again? Yeah.
Leah Fassbender.
And I take on the guise of the butler.
Mm-hmm.
So I disguise myself as the butler, and
You open the door. She has a face mask on and is tied to the bed.
So can she see through it?
She has a like a night mask that you wear.
Yeah.
She has one of those over her face. She is, and you can see that there are ropes tying her to the bed.
This is convenient. And does she notice that I've entered?
She is ostensibly asleep, and and not moving. She has her night mask on, her nightgown, several blankets swaddled over her, but you can see the ropes that are secured to the posts of the canvas bed.
I want to silently walk into the room. The guise is just, I'm trying not to make any odd. It's more just if she had seen me or if she is awoken, but I'm being very stealthy about it.
Okay.
And I want to go over to. I'm gonna just do a quick scan of the room, and if the map is sort of the same, if there's like a corner that I can place it in,
Yeah.
or
Which corner would you like to leave him in?
right, top right corner.
Can you indicate?
It's Q.
Just stop, click, and hold.
What about right there behind the
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna leave Wilhelm in the bag of holding right there.
I
Okay.
put the bag of holding down so he can.
Okay. So that he can get out of it.
I poke my head out so I can breathe, and I'm just a head in a bag, observing.
Sounds
So
good.
I'm leaving the bag there. Yeah, okay. I'm leaving the bag there, and then I just walk out of the room.
Okay. Where are you gonna go hide?
I'm gonna go hide in this room.
Okay. You go into the dressing room. And where's Wrath and where's Bruce and Houdini gonna go?
Houdini actually is. There's a what is this, chandelier
Yeah.
here, and it's dark.
Okay. Yeah. It's not lit.
No, okay. Houdini's gonna hide, 'cause he's a small owl, up in the chandelier, and he's just gonna keep an eye out.
Bruce is
And
gonna
we're-
come with him.
Okay.
They're gonna perch. in the
You can all
chandelier.
roll a d6.
4.
4.
Oh.
Okay. You all rolled 4.
Yeah. That's special, right? That means that we
Yeah,
win.
that's auspicious. Okay.
That means we win D&D.
I will say this. The clock strikes at the hour. And as it does, the clock strikes at the midnight hour. And as it does so, you hear the trotting of horses outside. And the wheel of carriages. A carriage parks itself outside the front of the house. And a hooded figure steps out from it. You can see this from the window, Wrath and Rudy. The figure slowly walks up to the front door and knocks. And that's where we're gonna end the night.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, everybody's in position. We're good. We are going.
I'm the butler. I gotta get the door. I just because I just take on, I can't just not.
Oh, one time. He'll go down and get it. Maybe we should have.
Well, no. Well, let's see where this goes.
Amazing.
I'm excited.
Amazing. I'm so nervous.
Well, with that, a big thank you to our cast for playing tonight. Our suspenseful mystery, horror mystery with Jill, Joe, and Kelly.
And a huge thank you to Kyle for everything that he does behind the scenes and for keeping it real in chat. And also, a very special thanks to Monty for running a horror mystery adventure. We got some pretty classic vibes tonight. I'm really into this. We're getting some Sleepy Hollow meets Count Dracula meets, I don't even know. This is going wild.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what the reveal is.
So good.
And as always, at our game tonight, we use a variety of incredible assets produced by talented artists. They have graciously given us permission to use them in our stream games, and you can too enjoy them at your table as well. We encourage you to check out and support these amazing creators. Roll20 with the virtual tabletop custom maps made by Monty using Dungeon Draft and Wonder Draft, based on cartography by Dice and Logos, player character artwork by Jeremy Cole, NPC token artwork by Matthias Bourbon, monster token artwork from the D&D 5e Monster Manual and other source books, spell effects tokens by Gabriel Picard, and music by Tabletop Audio. So check them out and support them.
Of course, don't forget to look at the links below for our Teespring store, where you can find all of your favorite Dungeon Dudes t-shirts, including Yes, 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 Dusk Wardens, and of course, Way Bigger Than Ducks. You can check it out at bit.ly/DungeonDudesMerch.
Our videos and live streams are made possible thanks to the incredible generosity of our Patreon supporters. If you want to join our amazing community and support our work, please consider checking us out at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes.
We also have a phenomenal Discord community that is exclusive for our patrons, so make sure to join us on Discord, where you can chat with us about all things role-playing games, but you can also join in our monthly writers' groups and our monthly Q&As, and just come hang out and dissect every detail of what's going on in Shadows of Drakenheim. You can also chat with us about the Kickstarter that's coming up next Monday. You got all the inside details about that as well. So if you're joining our Patreon, join us on Discord.
Yes, please head on over as well to Drakenheim.com
Well,
and be notified when it
I'm
goes
gonna
live.
stop this.
We'll be right there on Kickstarter with you
Stop
on
the
Monday
stream now,
to let you all
since
know
I have
Kelly
to
and I will
go
be
and
hosting
work.
a live stream on Thursday night for